Hello, friends. Today I thought we'd do a bit of a journal update. We're going to talk about all my books that are currently on rotation. So, why don't you sit back, relax, and we're going to go through all of these. My drink of choice today, I don't know how many people will exactly love it, but it's one of my favorite things to drink, and it's just water, lemon, apple cider vinegar, and honey. I normally put a little ginger in it, but I didn't have time, so that's all we have for today. I know someone's going to think this is not appetizing, but it's genuinely very delicious. So, why don't we start from smallest to largest just to figure out a system to do? We have my hardcover medium sized moleskin. I don't have too much to update about this one. This is really just like a diary for me. So it's just a lot of my notes. So like I have a whole bunch of book recommendations. I like to keep this next to my bed so I can jot down things. Here I was trying to fix the coloring on my zinc printer, and I have some teas that I really like, some more books. I was trying out the foam memo printer I recently got. I had also gotten a brown pen, and it's just so beautiful. I've been using it nonstop. As you can see, this has been my go-to for this one. And I've just been trying to be very productive in October, where my daily journaling is involved. Now, I don't think I've journaled in a few days in this one, but I do need to journal tonight because I have quite a lot to talk about. But I've really been enjoying the look of the brown for some reason. Like, is the black nice? Yeah, I think the black is nice and everything. But there is something about this brown color that I absolutely adore. I don't know. It's just so beautiful. So that's about it for this one. I can't go into grave detail because it is my diary, but that's all for that one. This one is a PU notebook from Dollar Tree. I think these are so underrated, you guys. I love these as like a little catch-all to go into my covers and anywhere with me. I have two. I have this one that stays on my desk. So a lot of it is just like crazy stuff that I just jot down during the day. And then I have another one, which is brown, that is in my B6 cover. This one isn't in a cover, it just stays out. But I do technically have the Nulty cover, which is this one. And I like to put it in here to protect it a lot. Take all this out. So I'll put it in here if I want to take it out with me. But genuinely speaking, I don't really do this. This is more so for inside. So if I want to, I will just open it up, slide this section into one side, and then this section into the other. And it's a nice little cover for it to stay nice and clean. But normally it's not in here. As you can see, I had a bunch of junk in there, but I'll leave it in there for this. It's no big deal. So this kind of started off as like a scribble planner is what I was calling it, where I was planning videos and my day. I was even keeping tabs so I'd remember each thing that I needed to remember, because I started this last year, but I really got into using it a bit more this year, and to the point where I'm almost done with this one, because a lot of times I end up just wanting to grab a notebook and not have to worry about being neat or cute or pretty. I don't worry about if it looks like I had a stroke on the page or anything like that. It's just a place for me to write something down very quickly, and then I'll transfer whatever idea or whatever thought processes, things I learned. I think I said this in my last journal update. I like to use this for math, and that's pretty much it. I do a lot of my macro counting here. I've been doing the minimalist challenge some more, which if you saw my last journal update, I am still doing that. I do it in, droves. I'll do it 1 month, and then once I finish, a couple of months later, I'll restart the process until I, have minimized what's in my room. So I'm just kind of flipping through it for you guys to see. It's again, it's more of a jotting catch-all type thing. No big deal. I don't have that much left of it. So I'm definitely going to have to transfer over to the one that's in my B6 cover, which I have started using. I have, but not as much as I use that one because it's by my bed and I can always pick it up. Speaking of, here is my beautiful love right here. I've talked about this quite a bit recently. This is my B6 cover and I adore her. I'm considering changing these to black ribbon. I don't know just yet, but I think I might. So I'm not going to do a whole tour of this. I think I'll do a separate video for that. So we're just going to go into the actual inserts. I have 1, 2, 3 inserts in here. 2 of them I have started, 1 of them I have not. So this one is I don't have a name for these. Let me keep it a buck. I don't have a name for these. I don't have a name for what I'm doing in these or anything. I kind of just started, and typically what I do with my journals is I will start and then eventually I'll figure out what I kind of want to do with the journal. And when that happens, I think everything kind of comes together. Like I feel like the page before is very pretty and stuff, but I really like this page where it's very muted and it's heavy on the writing and it's less decorative while still being a little decorative. So I really enjoyed that. I started this tonight. I just started this insert a couple days ago. So I'm still figuring out what this one holds or will hold. This one I have not started. All I did was put this little card in here, but I'm still figuring out what to do. And this one is actually the Dollar Tree brand. This is the brown one I was telling you about, but I have this little card that has, I don't know why I did that, a picture of my mom and grandma on one side and then a little ghost on the other. And then I have this card for Bacon Wired, one of my favorite bakeries, right there. I just have it stuck here because I haven't figured out where to put this card. It was supposed to act as kind of like a border, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like it cuts off the creative part of my cover versus the more analytical, more analog version of this. So that's what it is, kind of like a divider, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I can't multitask. That's the problem here. So if you open this one up, it's the same concept. Just me doing a lot of notes. I do some bills and some stuff about November necessities and things I need to buy, what the total is, things I have to pay, and stuff like that. This is for the finished stationery. I've been trying to keep track of all the stationery I finish to see how much stationery I can get through throughout the year. Obviously, I have not gone through a lot of stationery. I've done 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 so far, which I have a lot of stationery. I've been trying to work through all of the outrageous amounts that I have, but as you can see, it's still a work in progress. But like I said, I just started this one because I want to finish the black one first before I really dive into this one. When I'm further into using this, because I did only recently get this cover, I'll do a more in-depth video on it. But that's pretty much the gist of this one and how far I've gone. I'm really, really enjoying this cover and this insert in particular. And I think I'm going to enjoy this a lot. The only thing that I need to figure out is how I'm going to categorize it, because I think I want to make a key in the back somewhere and make certain colors, like a little dot somewhere, maybe a little star or a heart or something at the end of each page, so I'll know certain things about them. And I think instead of monitoring them by topic, I may monitor them by feeling. So matching a color to how I felt during that page. So I felt very bright and happy during this page, which I feel like you can tell. And then this one is a little bit, it's a bit more somber. So I would maybe do the color gray for pages like these where it's more of a personal page, and then maybe commonplaces can be like a natural green color or something. It's a work in progress. I'm trying to figure that out right now, but this is my baby right now. I think this is what is really making me enjoy being at my desk these days. All right, let's go into my Midori A5. This one is my creative notebook. I don't have an update from the last update I did. You'll see that most of these are the same pages you saw in my last update. I haven't been in the creative mood, like this level creative. Obviously, I've been creative in other journals and books, but there's a lot of paper in an A5. So I haven't been that into creative pages. Maybe since Halloween's coming up, I'll be more inclined to do it, but I just haven't been in the, oh, let's create type mood. I'm not gonna lie, I have not. But even looking at these, I'm like, this is so pretty. It's so cute. I really love it, and it makes me want to sit down and do a creative page. I don't feel like doing anything more today. This is the last page I did, and it's from August, and it's really pretty. It's very summery, which is I guess the vibe because it's the beach and all that stuff. My mom came down to bring me my nephew in June, and he stayed through July, and before she left she took us to the beach and to Kima Boardwalk, and we had a very nice time. So I guess that's what this was. But as you can see, I have this as the only page you guys have not seen from the prior update. Uh, Again, this is just a cover I made for this in particular because I didn't want to purchase a new cover and I had pretty paper. So that's what this is. And if you want to know how to make these, just go into YouTube and put in paper bag textbook cover. I don't know if they still teach kids how to do that, but millennials definitely had to learn how to do that. So it was just something that's ingrained in my brain for some reason. And last book we'll talk about is this huge and cute Kuromi notebook. I use this for my YouTube planning. My YouTube planning has gotten very, how do I put this? It's gotten very intense, I guess. My last one was about half of this, and I didn't do as much planning as I do in this one. In this one, I do a lot of intense level working out of my videos just so all of the work I do, I can really make sure I'm getting my thoughts across and what I'm trying to tell you guys. I have random ideas for stuff, and this is a recent one that I have really been into using, and I think it's been helping my videos quite well. Quite well. So there's not much to say about this one. If you want to know where I got this from, I got it from, I don't remember if this was Ibisu or if it was Miniso. I'll put it on the screen if I can't remember because I genuinely don't right now, but it's gorgeous. It came with this cover and everything. I have two of these. I have this one and a different character as well. Obsessed with these. So anyway, that would be all of my books that I am currently using on rotation. Some a little bit more rotated than the others, I'm not gonna lie. But that's all I got for today. This is kind of a short video, I'm sure, but it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed, and until next time, peace out, Girl Scouts. 'Cause I really hate you, 'cause you made me so blue.